Truth and Reconciliation Commission of Canada Call to Action number 19. We call upon the federal government, in consultation with Aboriginal peoples, to establish measurable goals to identify and close the gaps in health outcomes between Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal communities, and to publish annual progress reports and assess long-term trends. Such efforts would focus on indicators such as infant mortality, maternal health, suicide, mental health, addictions, life expectancy, birth rates, infant and child health issues, chronic diseases, illness and injury incidents, and the availability of appropriate health services. I see stats of higher infant mortality, lower maternal health, higher suicide rates, lower life expectancy, and my skin crawls. How could this happen in Canada? How do we close a gap that is so wide, a gap that divides and tried to make us forget that we are all connected? You cannot deny that a painful past carries through to now, that these disparities derived from a history of inequality are well and alive today. It flows between generations, bringing trauma to those who may have never felt the pang of their grandparents' hungry young bellies, bellies they wished to fill with their mother's cooking, their elders' stories, their community's songs. When I visited a reserve in northwestern Ontario, they told me the psychiatrist comes just once per year, and my heart sank. How could this happen in Canada? How do we provide culturally appropriate services to fill in the crevices of healthcare, to remove this nervousness of visiting a doctor who may or may not judge the patient based on their cultural background? Even though these preconceived notions are far from sound, they can be found around the practice. We need to retract this. We need to dismiss these judgments and insist on appropriate healthcare for all, because if we don't resist this, if we let people inflict this, backwards thoughts, we have fought for nothing. The TRC's recommendations show what many already know about health inequality, and honestly, it's just a first step in the right direction, a reconnection through reflection. It's up to us, the next generation, to hold those in power accountable. By bridging the gap between Indigenous and non-Indigenous youth, we will be unstoppable, because anything is possible when you take the time to learn and discern our similarities while you turn our differences into beautiful learning moments. That's how we turn our opponents into proponents of change. Together, through education and open-mindedness, we can rearrange Island to be the place we know it can be. And this, my friends, begins with you and me.